The following is intended for mature audiences only. Discretion is advised.
Hi, and welcome to another episode of We're Done Here. Please make sure to like and subscribe to wherever you may find this podcast. This week, we're here with actually a good friend of mine. He's tall. Anyway, Nick Viagas. Yay.
Hello, how's it going?
Good. Did I say that right?
Yeah, you did.
Oh, ha, ha, ha. I never say his name right. Cool. So Nick and I don't know, I feel like we're on like a parallel comedy track. We both got comics to watch in 2022.
For sure.
It's not 2024. It has done nothing for us. Just joking. But Nick, tell us about your comedy origin story.
Sure. So when I was a kid, I was in like a theater company for kids who stutter. I feel like that's where it like started, or I got the bug or whatever.
That's so cute. They have a theater company for the stuttering people?
Yeah. Stuttering Association for the Young. Shout out.
That's so cute.
Say, for short.
Okay.
I ended up working there for a year or two. But
nice.
yeah, so that's where I was first like on stage and being funny.
Cool.
Hopefully. I mean, I'm sure I'd be like completely mortified by it if I saw it now. But yeah, so I was on stage there, and then I did one open mic when I was 18 and ate shit, and I didn't do it again for like 4 years. Then I did it in college for a year, then I stopped, and I did it here and there. Then I picked it up in 2019.
Got it. Okay,
Yeah.
so you hit the scene in 2019. Where are you from?
Westchester.
Oh, you're from here.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't know about that. I thought he was from somewhere else.
Where'd you think I was from?
Virginia?
No.
I don't know. I thought you were from Virginia. You're not Jewish though, right?
No.
Oh, interesting. What nationality are you?
So I'm a few different things. My dad's Spanish and Italian,
Okay.
and then my mom's like UK. I mean, just white, basically Irish,
So you're
Welsh,
white. Okay,
Britain.
that's interesting.
Yeah.
There's regular white people up there in Westchester?
Yeah, there's a bunch of regular white people. There's
Interesting.
not too many Italian people. That's more Long Island, but yeah, Westchester, it's mainly Jews. Yeah.
Got it. And regular whites like yourself.
Yes.
Okay, got it. Sorry, I'm from Queens. We need to know.
Right.
So love that. And then like your comedy thing. So you just came down to New York. You just
Yeah, basically. I mean,
Okay.
Yeah, so I kind of resisted moving to New York. I went through this whole thing when I was in college where, I did stand up and I was like okay at it for my college. And then I was like, I need to not do that. I need to not do art. It's selfish. I need to do other stuff, whatever. Yeah, and then I got over that and moved to New York and did stand up.
Okay, yeah, you're just being dumb. Okay, great.
Also, it's not like anything else I did was any less selfish.
Okay, great. Love it, love it, love it. So today, this is an emotional wellness comedy podcast.
Sure.
I don't know, emotional wellness, whatever. We stretch that term a lot. But you're going to talk about your stutter and growing up with a stutter.
Sure.
And you kind of already started the story about how you were in some theater camp for stuttering kids. But tell us, like, growing up, like, do you just start talking with a stutter or, like, what happens? Tell us. I don't know anything about it.
That's definitely a thing I've heard before. There are people like, when did you start stuttering? And it was just ever since I could talk. I have no memory. I have no memory of it not happening. But there are people who develop it later in life. Like,
Got it.
there's even there are kids who start doing it at like 11 or 12. Also, you can get it after like a car accident or a stroke.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's not what happened to me though.
Okay, so you were born with the stutter.
Yeah, I'm an OG.
Oh, jeez.
Drew Lynch, the comic who stutters. Do you know him?
No.
He's on America's Got Talent.
Oh, wait, maybe I do know Drew Lynch. Yeah.
He got hit in the head with a baseball. That's how he got his.
Oh, wow. Okay, so like what happens when you're studying? Like, what do your parents say something? I don't know if you have siblings. Like, what's the thing?
So, I mean, yeah, when I was a kid, I mean, I don't really remember because I was so little, but yeah, I guess they just like noticed because also it used to be much more severe when I was a kid.
Got it.
That happens like naturally. Like a lot of people who stutter when they're kids stop by the time they're 18.
Got it.
But yeah, so it was a lot more severe when I was a kid. And I think I just like went into, I guess it was a doctor who said I stuttered, but like you didn't have to be a doctor. Like it was hard for me to talk. Yeah.
He's like, I'm a doctor, you stutter.
Yeah, I was like, thanks. Yeah.
So when you went to school, was it like tough in school? Like how did teachers react or like students? Like,
yeah, so I got put into a special ed program when I was a kid.
Okay.
Because they thought I was like, because if you have a language delay. I guess that can
Yes,
mean you're autistic.
Yeah, they do put you in a different place.
So I was in like a special ed pre-K.
Okay.
Yeah, which was random.
Yeah.
Didn't feel like a fit.
I feel like they just be putting everybody in special ed just for no reason.
Just in case.
You're bilingual, special ed. You whatever. They try to put me in special ed randomly.
For what?
Just for being like disruptive. But if they tested me, I was too smart and I was just bored. So whatever.
Yeah, I think they tested how smart I was. I think like, well, maybe.
No. That's funny.
Also, yeah, my handwriting was bad too.
Oh,
so they were like
horrible handwriting.
Yeah, but they were like handwriting's bad, stutter maybe.
Yeah,
sums up with this
special
kid.
boy. Okay,
Yeah.
So you're in special ed. Do you have like? I mean, did you stay there forever? Or did you,
No, it was just it was just pre-K. Then the social worker at my elementary school met with me. And
okay, it was like he doesn't
So that
belong
was
here.
cool.
Okay,
Yeah.
got it. So how was like growing up in school? Was it hard having a stutter, or was it like how was it? Or nobody cared really?
Well, there's things about it that are hard, but maybe because I'm like tall or something. No one.
Okay, you were
like,
just a big kid.
People pretty much left me alone.
Nice.
In terms of other kids, there were a couple little times I got bullied. That was kind of upsetting, but like, I had a pretty okay go of it. I know like there are other people. I wasn't just in the theater group. I was also, there's a lot of different organizations.
For the stuttering people.
And if they have a gala, by the way, and they're watching this, they can let me know if they need a host for that. But
oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Yeah, there was a kid in my elementary school who stuttered, and we were like in the same class a lot.
Yeah.
I'm sure intentionally.
Yeah.
On the part of the school.
Not intentionally.
And so so I always knew people who stuttered.
Oh, cool.
And my speech therapist when I was a kid also said to my parents that I should be with other kids who stuttered. I think that's why they
really
found
cool. It's like a stuttering community.
Yeah.
I really like that. That's really cool. That's really nice.
Yeah, I kind of want to do a joke about how it's like a birthright, kind of like.
Yeah, it's birthright for the stutterers.
Yeah, but it's in like Scottsdale, Arizona. Was where a lot of them were.
Wait, did they send you there, or the?
I mean, send. They didn't send me there. But I went there.
You went there, okay.
And there's like there's a lot of like romantic.
Are you guys? So you
stuff.
hook up with other stutterers?
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, that's really funny. So how many stuttering girlfriends you had?
One of them's kind of mad at me right now, but
okay. If you're watching this stuttering girlfriend.
Yeah, I mean that's happened. Yeah.
Oh, that's so funny. And you have a stuttering girlfriend that's mad at you currently?
She's not my. Not even,
anyway, okay, we're moving on from this conversation. Okay, so you guys build community with it. I really like that.
Yeah.
And then, do you have non-stuttering friends? Like,
yeah. I mean
know
mostly.
that. But like growing up and stuff. So it sounds like growing up is not. So what is hard about stuttering? I mean, Joe Biden's a stutterer. He's president.
Yeah, and a lot of people say he's faking it. He is faking it now, but he did have a stutter. And
He had a stutter,
he spoke at like the National Stuttering Association when I was a kid.
So he was down with you stuttering people.
He's in the community. He is valid in the community.
Okay, so y'all vouch for him. Got it.
But I mean, no one. I don't know how politically you want to get into this, but
no, it doesn't matter. We don't care.
I mean, we never heard about this until 5 years ago. Do you know what I mean?
That he had a stutterer?
Yeah, I mean,
he was a stutterer?
He was in like the public eye for 40 years, and now he's saying he's a stutterer. That's a little weird.
Wait, so when did he go talk to the kids?
So here's, I think that he started as a kid. It went away, as happens, or only happens maybe every once in a while.
Yeah.
And he was still wanting to be part of the community. He's welcome. So
this is like the mob. You stuttering people got a whole scam going.
So yeah, he spoke at the NSA conference in like 2004, I think.
Okay,
something like that. No, I think he was vice president at the time. I don't know.
He wants to make it part of his story, though. Like, I was a stutterer. Okay, interesting.
But yeah, now he has dementia and is.
He obviously has dementia now. Yeah.
I'm not fooled. I just want to make that clear.
His problems are beyond stuttering at this point. Yeah. Okay, cool. So it sounds like it's a pretty easy. What about jobs, though?
All right. So okay, you asked the stuff that's hard about it. Stuff that's hard about it. I remember when I was a kid when it would happen a lot. I mean, I think naturally, if you stutter a lot when you meet somebody, they think you're like developmentally.
I can see that.
Disabled.
Yeah, I can see that.
There was a couple times where people have like talked to me in a way where I feel like, I don't know, they probably wouldn't if I didn't stutter. Like when I was a waiter, I remember one time, it was one of my first jokes in college actually, but one time I was having a day where I was stuttering a lot when I was a waiter, and someone wrote that I was a kind waiter.
Aww.
And it's like you would just like never say that about somebody.
Like, the stuttering man is a nice person.
You know what? In spite of it all, he's a kind, gentle guy.
That's funny. Well, it's funny because we started off the podcast, but we didn't clarify you had stuttering in the beginning of it.
Oh, yeah.
So those of you who thought he was kind in the beginning, bigots, I don't know.
And also, like, I think it fucked up my jaw. Like, my jaw would hurt a lot when I was a kid. Because it would be, like, locked in.
Yeah, it's like being a cokehead for a long time.
It is, yeah.
Got it. Interesting.
And other people I know in the community like really have a rough time with it. And in like the clinical research, there's all these, it's correlated with like drug addiction and suicide and all that stuff.
Why don't you have, is it because you're a tall white man that lives in New York City?
Well, I like to think of it as my talent, my hard work.
It pays to be a tall white man, right? Okay, go you, tall white man.
And yeah, like I also went to stuttering camp. This was associated with the theater program.
Stuttering camp.
There was a kid that knew sign language because his like stutter was so severe.
So he's like, I'm just going to sign language, truck it.
Yeah. Even like, I don't think I could be like on SNL or whatever, Because of
the stutter? Used to, but I feel like you do pretty well as a comedian. You think like, I mean, it's a part of the act.
Yeah, and in stand-up, it for sure is a help more than a hurt.
Yeah.
But there's also like, but that being said, also like 1 in 20, 25 sets, there is like, it does kind of fuck it up.
Oh, where you're stuttering too much to get to the point in time.
Yeah, and people like feel bad for me sometimes. Like that stuff's never good. But on the whole, absolutely, it's.
Well, at least people feel bad for you, don't hate you. That would be nice.
Right.
They're like, you damn stuttering bastard.
Yeah. After shows, people would be like, "Hey man, it's like really cool you're up there." It's like,
that's kind of annoying. That's kind of annoying.
Leave me the fuck alone, bro.
I did work on these jokes. Like, it's really cool that you could do things.
Yeah, it's like I do this every night.
Yeah, that's kind of fun. Okay, I got that. Okay, so a lot of weird pity coming from people.
Yeah, weird pity is a good way to put it.
But could be worse in a sense. And you never had, outside of being a waiter, like it never affected your job, like interviews, stuff like that.
I'm trying to think. No, I don't think it ever affected a job interview too much. My day job, I do social work too. So like,
that's right, you're a social worker. That's because I work in nonprofit.
Yeah, right. Yeah. So I think people generally see that as like a plus or whatever, especially if I'm working with like a client and they see I'm a tall white guy. And
there's not that many tall white guys. Mostly like, I don't know, Jamaican women?
Jamaican... Guyanese, Haitian,
the Caribbean,
West Indian,
and do they like you or they be not yet? Not they do like you, but are they nice to you?
I mean, it depends on the person, but generally,
that's nice.
And, I get to learn about saltfish and
tough love. They probably was like, "Come here, Nicholas."
And they do call me Nicholas.
They do because they
never call me Nick.
The Caribbean they're very formal, so it's Nicholas. It's not Nick. Nobody's gonna say that. That's
my old boss. Has like sent me home because my shirt was wrinkled and stuff. Just stuff that I'm sure would never happen at like
they're very
a startup or whatever.
No, that wouldn't happen at a startup. They're very proper, the Caribbean folk. That's hilarious. So you work with a bunch of nice Caribbean ladies and do social work, and it helps with the comedy. So that's good.
Yeah.
So what is advice that you would have for other kids that stutter? Because you do say a segment of the population is not as lucky as you.
Absolutely.
To get sent to stuttering camp and all that. And to meet Joe Biden. So, like, what are your tips for, like, stuttering people?
My tips for stuttering people, hang out with other people who stutter. Mm-hmm. So, I know a lot of people feel alone, or they don't feel like they... Yeah, I mean, if you don't know anyone else who stutters, then should I be talking to the camera? I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, you are.
Hey guys. Hey, guys. I saw the camera earlier. I feel like we look like we're, like, a... morning show and like like news anchors. Anyway, hang out with other people who stutter. You're not alone. You can hang out with them.
You are not alone.
Yeah, and like you can get annoying if people talk over you. That doesn't happen with people who stutter. Or like if someone doesn't know I stutter, they'll just like if there's a pause in the sentence. Especially because people are so social media brained or whatever, they'll just like start talking because there's silence.
Yeah, ADD. Yeah, people hate the awkward silence.
Yeah, they really do. Even if it's like I've started a thought that's not over. So yeah, it's just hang out with other people who stutter. Yeah, I mean, no one can fire you for stuttering. It is a protected disability.
Nice.
There's a thing called a speakeasy, which is like a cure thing that people have. Every solution works for some people some of the time, but not everybody all the time. Don't do the Steve Harvey thing. You know what Steve Harvey has a...
What's Steve Harvey thing?
He has a cure for stuttering.
What is it?
It's like, I mean, it's really stupid. It's like think before you talk or whatever.
Wait, does Steve Harvey stutter?
He used to, yeah.
Oh, I didn't know he was a part of the community.
He is part of the community.
You guys know everybody who else got a stutter that we don't know about?
Well, I mean, a lot of people just like stop stuttering and then...
Oh, okay. So eventually people stop. But you haven't stopped stuttering.
No, I haven't stopped stuttering. And there's a baseball player named George Springer. He hasn't stopped stuttering. There's this country singer named Mel Tillis who stutters. But yeah, there's all these lists of like Emily Blunt used to stutter. Kendrick Lamar used to stutter.
Really?
Moses in the Bible apparently has a stutter.
Moses?
I'm not kidding. Look it up.
Pharaoh. Okay. So, all right, Steve Harvey, he doesn't think before he talks. At least it doesn't seem like it.
No, so true.
I'm like, he's thinking before he talks. This is so interesting.
Yeah, it's just how you talk. Don't get too down on yourself. A lot of women find it endearing.
That's true. Women are like that. It's like, oh, he has a problem.
Yeah. It's like
maybe we can fix. Maybe we can work on him. Kind of.
I had a friend who worked at an animal shelter in Portland, Oregon, and like they could not hold on to a 3-legged dog.
Oh,
you know what I mean? Like, those things were gone immediately. Sometimes it's like that when you're dating friends who stutter.
That's hilarious. Oh yeah, women, especially white women, they love to fix a little project. Yeah. So that's good for you. I feels like stuttering has helped you out greatly.
Yeah.
Honestly, if you didn't stutter, like, would we even be talking right now?
No, listen, I totally agree.
That's really cool though. I actually find that interesting, the whole stuttering thing. Anyway, well, thank you so much for providing those tips to our listeners. Sure. Do you do anything like, I don't know, like any exercises or anything like that? Like in the morning, I don't know. What do you people do to like...
Yeah, so I went to speak...
You're stuttering. I don't know what to say.
What do you mean you people?
You stuttering folks. What do you guys do?
Yeah, so I was in speech therapy for a while, but there's only so much that they can do. Like they can't cure a stutter. I once did a show for like a group of speech therapists, and they right before I went on, they were like, "Yeah, so you can't like shit on speech therapists because they know like it doesn't help that much for stuttering."
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah. Okay, I got that.
Yeah, I learned stuff when I was a kid. Like, there's ways to get out of it if you're in one. You can add H's at the beginning of words. Oh. So if I was going to stutter on like bottle, I could say, "Oh, bottle," like that.
Got it.
I remember there were these cards. It's called a slide. There's also a wall where you just restart the word.
Got it.
And it didn't help that much, so I don't remember them.
Okay. Okay, great.
That's another good tip. Oh yeah, if you see a speech therapist, that's a therapist. Don't listen to anything they say about how you talk. You know what I mean?
Oh, interesting. So is it like therapy or like?
Yeah, you just can kind of talk about it with someone, and you can like when I was a kid, they had me call local businesses.
Okay.
Just to like get over the shyness of talking over the phone.
That's so interesting. So I feel like you guys get a lot of practice in talking, and you get to talk about your feelings. There's a lot of like, you guys get a lot of attention.
Yeah, I mean,
if you're special ed, that makes sense now.
Definitely, if you're a white kid in Westchester.
Yeah. But if you're not white in Westchester, don't stutter because you shit out of luck. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay, great. I love that. That is so funny. So you're not really done with your stutter, but like it seems to be working out for you. So like,
yeah,
whatever.
You know what, Meka? I think you're right.
Is there anything you're not done with, pop culture or otherwise?
Anything I'm not done with?
Like, so what are you geeking out on right now, or like anything?
Yeah, I've been really into. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, so I've been really into this guy Juni Morrison.
Who's that?
He's like a jazz musician.
Okay.
And he was in Parliament.
Is he black?
Yeah, he's black.
Okay, sorry.
Is that allowed?
You know what it is? Because it's like, I feel like white people own jazz now. Have you noticed this?
Like modern jazz, you're saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably because, like, I went to SUNY Purchase.
Okay.
And, like, the jazz program there was pretty exclusively, like, balding white guys who were 24.
Yeah. Okay, so jazz.
Yeah, or like funk. I don't know what his genre is.
Funkadelic.
Yeah,
that's
he was
cool.
he was in Funkadelic.
Oh, that's cool though. Oh, the
Yeah.
Parliament Funkadelic. Got it. That's really cool. Okay, I love that.
I heard about him because of Solange.
So I love Solange.
I like Solange too.
She's like, well, you know what's so funny? Because that actually that brings me to what I'm not done with here, with. Even though I said it too. Even though I wasn't going to say that.
And I can say, never mind.
Solange just celebrated the 10th, I think it was the 10th or 5-year anniversary of her last album. And it was weird because Solange dropped her album. The first album came out not first album, but that second album, I forgot the name of it, but it was a good album for the black ladies because it was Don't Touch My Hair and all this.
Right.
Just great songs on that album. It was very pro-black. It was very amazing.
There's a song called Junie on it, I think.
Okay, great. Yes, exactly. And then she dropped another album 5 years ago, but I never got into it. But it's one of those albums that grow on you over time.
Nice.
So and it's now looking back, there's a lot of iconic songs on it. So Afropunk did a post about it the other day. So yeah, I'm not done with that Solange album. I forgot the name of it just because that's who I am. But go back to listen to that album if you didn't like it the first time, because her other album that came out in 2016 did way better than that other album. Whatever. Y'all know what the fuck I'm talking about. Listen to the damn album again. The shit is fire. Yeah.
So you're starting here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're not done with it. You're starting on the Solange album.
I'm back on that album because you brought up Solange. Why do you know about Solange? Is that those Caribbean ladies you work with? They don't listen to that. They listen to have you ever been to any of their parties?
Yeah.
Is it fun?
Yeah, for sure.
Would they make you dance or no?
Prospect Park, barbecue.
Yeah. Good times. Okay. Anyway, so fun. Nick, where can our guests find you?
You can find me on Instagram at Nick Viagas, Viagas. Yeah, I think that's my plug. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's where you can find him. And I don't know, thank you for telling us your stuttering story. Stuttering people, if you're listening to this, welcome. And also, thanks for the tips. You gave some good tips.
Yeah, and don't marry a non-stuttering woman.
Oh, wow. Don't marry a non-stuttering woman. That sounds... I feel like we should have did the podcast on that. What is that about?
You have to keep the wealth in the community.
Got it. They have a strong community. They outside the stutterers. Anyway. Thank you so much, Nick.
Sure. Thanks for having me.
Happy to be... Well, anyway, I can't talk now. I'm stuttering too. That's been another episode. We're done here. Thank you, guys.